grab him, and he gets away.
No shit.
Okay, Elite. The guy's the pig. You ever played as a pig?
Yeah. I do it for fun.
Pig is...
I killed
Pig is really good for mine games.
I almost lost it. They got all generators started, but like right at the end, I trapped 3 of them and killed them by trap.
Whoa.
Yes. I was like fucking awesome. You guys almost got away.
Yeah, the pig is pretty good for mine games. Because if you mind game the survivors, you can kick their asses.
Does her sneak attack run the damage?
No. It's actually, funny enough, unless you're running the add-ons to make the
that was
animation, the animation that starts between actually doing the dash versus like sitting there, because it gives them an audio cue. So if you actually, unless you have the perks to lessen that time, never actually lunge at a player. The only time you want to lunge is in loops. What you want to do for loops is if a survivor is looping you around a unsafe pallet, this is what you want to do. And what you want to do is you want to go into crouch, you want to dash and look one direction, and then turn and walk the other direction. So you want to dash and look a direction, moonwalk, turn around, and dash towards the other direction. And if the survivor is paying attention, which I mean, the lower ranked survivors really aren't good, so they might not be paying attention, probably won't be. But if the survivor's paying attention, they'll swap directions of running, and then you can just dash, and because they swap directions, at very minimum they were standing still, which gives you enough wiggle room to hit them before your dash is over.
Hey, do you know how the trap works?
Yeah.
Your survivor. You gotta look at those boxes. And I would have stopped Claude in the game if I could, but nope. Is she on you? Where is she? Oh, there she is.
Damn it. I can get it. Yes!
I just heard the loudest moan I have ever heard.
Some of the items in this game as survivors are kind of insane.
Goddamn pig.
Where's she going?
You're dressed like a pig. Fuck, kill somebody dressed like a pig.
It's a simple part of her backstory, kind of stupid, but
Yeah.
good. Kind of like the way horror movies were at the time. Goofy.
Actually, though, why? Yeah, in the Saw movies, why a pig? Not who says that. I've never really thought about that. Why the pig?
Jigsaw's son was supposed to be born on the pig, the Japanese or Chinese.
The year
company.
You would think that.
Hey, if I drop this purple key for you and you survive, will you give it back to me?
I guess.
Wait, who are you?
I
Please,
said one
somebody.
for you. Oh my god. I'm so lucky.
I actually hate my teammates right now.
Here. Wait, who are you? Homie? Oh, you're down, huh? Fuck.
Yeah, and then I have to decide if I can probably get away from
This
this.
fucking trap's about to go off, too. I'm hiding.
I don't think I'll be able to
closet. I'm
escape
about to
that,
come out.
Find a spot that has no roads, maybe wait a while. Like you hear Assassin's Creed videos.
Let's see if I can body block this bitch.
Good hiding spot.
Hey, I'm gonna drop this key for you.
I wouldn't recommend doing that. Just hang on to the key. Yeah, if you die, he can go and pick it up off your from your feet.
Alright.
You should also probably go around looking for those boxes.
I'm about to.
Especially considering she has someone to smell the hook now, so you have time.
Fucking bitch. Don't hook me again. I'd rather the trap go off. Or do.
This doesn't look like it's gonna end well.
Honestly, the trap animation for what it is does not live up anywhere near the movie. It would have been cool if they would have actually like animated the trap going off, but there's literally just like an open trap on people's normal heads.
No, I watched it, like you can see it open, but there's no like gore or anything.
Yeah, there's no gore. It's very saddening.
I'm gonna farm you.
You just hella farmed.
Get out of there.
Fucking beeping is so annoying. I'm not even playing the game.
Okay, so if we let them die,
Here's this
then
key.
maybe the hatch spawns.
Homie,
Where are you?
I'm up here at this tractor. I'm coming towards you. You're Dwight, right?
Yeah,
Here. Right here.
thank you. Goodbye. I kinda lost this actually.
Yes.
You know what deliverance is? If I can find a hatch, I'll just use this on the hatch.
Because I never found a purple key before. I always end up losing them. I've lost a red one. I was so pissed.
Oh my god, that's...
Just don't bring them into the game.
Yeah, generally you don't just want to uselessly bring keys in. You want to bring them in with a squad. Like
No,
all
I
the good
found
stuff,
it.
all of your good stuff. Oh, that's weird. You found it in a chest?
Yes.
Damn. That luck though.
Yeah.
Dude.
And a red map. Lost it.
Rainbow map, yeah.
I even pleaded with the killer. I was like, come on, dude. Be cool.
Generally doesn't work.
No. I have had, this was completely weird to me. I got stuck as Francis behind a rock and a wall, and the bird started coming. It was Leatherface. I'm the last dude alive. I'm like, yes, I'm fucked. So I just started, like, moving around in circles and teabagging. Leatherface comes, grabs me, carries me over to hatch, and lets me go.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
people are chill.
I just stopped.
Yeah,
I was
some
like,
people when they see
"Fuck."
bullshit like that, like some people will, they'll let you go because that's just not fair.
Yeah. Like, at that moment, I was like, I'm gonna be more like that. Don't get me wrong, I've been toxic quite a few times, really.
Oh, I've been fucking toxic. Like I still got a good heart in me, but I'm a
I might
cunt.
lose the key, just saying though. Might. Big might.
Group of kids told me I was ruining the game, making it no fun.
Oh yeah, yeah, but I mean, like if you actually go and just look at my profile, if you go and look at my profile, I don't have the pictures anymore. I can go up actually and scroll through my group chat and find them.
Yeah.
But I've had people who have texted me for no other reason than I kicked their ass, Not because I was toxic, not because I was doing some kind of stupid ass build or anything like that. For no other reason than I kicked their fucking ass and they didn't escape.
Yes.
Is the reason why they sent me over 100 G's in separate messages to spam my message pool.
Yeah.
I
just tell them,
I've
like,
actually
you're mad
had
at me because you suck at this game? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, I've actually had like a group of people. They contacted me, and it was a full squad of 4, and I killed all of them. I got a 4K on them, and they got really mad at me. They were like, "Oh, you camper!" I didn't camp. I didn't camp. And they sent me a bunch of photos that they had saved to their PlayStation. It was like a picture of a campfire, and it was like, "You're a camper." And then
Yeah,
a bunch of other shit like you just have these photos ready to go when you're salty as fuck. So if you actually go to my profile and you look, I have hang on, let me go read it off real quick.
This one dude was camping me. I thought it was pretty clever what I told him. I was like, bro, you're gonna really need a tent for all that camping. He just started going off, and I was like, bro, I was just breaking your balls a little bit, but you're gonna start talking hella shit, like, and now you're mad at me because I'm coming back with it, like.
And then there was this yeah, so after that thing where the dude sent me like over 100 G's, I was like, okay, it's time to do something about this. Didn't involve blocking, didn't involve privatizing my account, because you know what? I fucking love it when the salt flows.
Oh, yeah.
The best thing, honestly, the best thing that can happen to me is I go up against some salty fucker and kick his ass, and or do something to purposefully annoy the fuck out of somebody, and then get that good rush of salt afterwards. So yeah, my account literally just says, with the background, it literally just says, if you're reading this, you're probably salty.
Yeah.
Which is generally the case. Because if
That's
somebody's
good.
looking
I
at my
like that.
account...
I wish I would have thought of that. That's pretty fucking good. That's clever.
Yeah, generally the only time that I ever text anybody, like after a game, I don't think I've ever gotten so salty that I've texted somebody, because all it does is feed. It doesn't do anything other than feed into it.
Right.
That's
Or like
not
people
healthy.
that
So
rage quit.
I've rage quit before.
I don't see the point in it. Like, you're gonna lose blood points. It's gonna fuck up your rank.
Oh, I don't really give a shit about rank. I stopped caring about rank after started D-ranking. Because honestly, the lower ranks are funner. Plus, it's been a while since I've actually... It was a while since I actually played Dead by Daylight, so... It was pretty rusty, so I just started D-ranking for fun.
Yeah, because, like, when I first started playing this, before, like, Michael and them, I was fucking pretty good. I was, like, I think rank 7 or something like that. And,
yeah.
I fucking, you got her, bro. Run back and forth, back and forth.
I've raged quit as a nurse before.
Yes.
It's always fun when that happens.
I've caught like 3 people doing that before. 2 have gotten away. Cause like they...
Sorry I muted you, I was trying to hear the hatch. I got out.
Yes, I seen that. I was watching. Very happy. I was trying to tell you, I was like...
She should not have hit.
God.
She should have waited it out.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I've done that. I've gotten 3 survivors catching them like that, and 2 have gotten away because I early hit. Mayhem. Fuck.
Just nurses calling, Deerstalker, Unrelenting, and Bitter Murmur.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
I've rage quit as nurse before.
I can't play nurse.
Because this game is bullshit. Oh yeah, no, I fucking suck with nurse. I'm good with killers, not nurse, because I play I end up playing nurse, because she's a whole different ball game. So I end up accidentally, just by chance, playing nurse. Like she's not supposed to be played. I'll walk around with her way too much.
Right. I spent like way too many blood points thinking I was like, or it was her and Hag trying to get Nurses Calling and Hex Ruin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
no, leveling them up is no problem.
Yeah.
Like, leveling them up isn't a problem. I've leveled up a shit ton of survivors I will never touch because I don't give a shit. My main was Meg, and then it turned into Claudette because I got the cosmetics to basically make myself one hidden little girl. Because it's not racist. Claudette's black, and it's fucking hard to see her.
I agree, bro. I've always preached that same shit. I hate Claudette's because of that.
You want me to bring your key?
Yes, if you do. Hold on to it for now. I want to wait and kind of hold up.
Because if you want me to bring yours, I can just bring yours and maybe hopefully we can get out.
Okay, and this might sound kind of weird, but for a video game, like from what I can see, makes kind of bad.
What do you mean bad?
Say it again.
Like
makes character or make it?
If I was a fucking video game character, I would be trying to get up in that.
Yeah, mega stick.
No. We think about this every day, dude. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, don't worry. That, like, you will. I mean, not gonna say anything now, cause but like, as friends, we do not give a fucking shit about any kind of like. What?
What?
What? What?
Sorry, what were you saying, Doc?
No, but yeah, no. This group of friends we're just a bunch of jokers. We don't take anything seriously, and all manners and all etiquette go out the fucking window as soon as we get into a party with each other.
Incorrect. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, here's one thing, because this is gonna make you feel. This is gonna relieve and make you feel free. Tell any joke that you want. We do not give a shit of how offensive it is. If we did, I would not have Deceptor as a friend.
Alright, what's the difference between a Jew and a pizza?
Only one of them screams when you put them in the oven.
Damn, he knows that one.
What's the difference between a Jew and $1?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'd actually give a shit if I lost $6 million.
Okay, what do you call 6 black people buried up to their neck in dirt?
Oh no, what?
Afro dirt.
That's amazing.
Why don't black people have dreams?
I don't know.
Because the last one who had a dream got shot.
I knew that one too. Once you said it, I was like, wait a minute. Oh, that's great.
Oh.
Okay, so there's a white guy, a black guy, and a Mexican. And there's this genie. They come across this genie. And genie says, I'll give you one wish, and it come true. Okay, so the black guy goes and says, well, I want all my black brothers here in America to be free and back home in Africa. Genie poofs, and they're all back in Africa. The Mexican goes and says, you know, I want all me and my Mexican brothers to be home free in Mexico. Poof, they're back in Mexico. The white guy goes, and, you know, the genie asks, well, what do you want? And the white guy goes, You mean to tell me that all the black people and Mexicans are out of the United States? He said, yeah. Well, I think I'll have a Coke then.
Just not money. Just I think I'll have a
Yeah,
Coke.
I'll have a soda. There's nothing else I could really want.
They will not all fit in
So there's
Africa or Mexico.
Oh, not in Mexico. Hell no.
Okay, this is kind of like against religion or whatever, but it's pretty good.
We do not give a shit.
Oh,
Offensive is funny.
There's a school bus full of nuns on a way to a convent,
Oh shit.
and it gets T-boned by a semi. They all die, and they're up at the pearly gates. And they meet this angel, and the angel says, well, whatever part of your body you've had sexual intercourse with a man with, or touched genitals with, must be dipped in the holy water. You'll be blessed and allowed into the kingdom of heaven. You know, first one comes up, dips her hand in it, and it is not long before there's a commotion somewhere in the middle of the line. Angel flaps his wings, flies in down there, and says, now what's going on here? The nun climbing over the shoulders of the other nun says, well, I want to drink the holy water before Sister Maggie sticks her ass in it.
Yeah.
Yo, what do you call a sleepwalking nun?
Sleepwalking.
Oh my god.
I have
A
no
Roman
sliders.
Catholic.
You said what?
A Roman Catholic.
A Roman Catholic. Awesome.
So a Jew, or not a Jew. So a Mexican and a black guy are in a car.
Wow.
Who's driving?
So similar. Nobody, because they can't afford a car.
The cops. Indeed.
I like it.
Okay, there's
So you want me to bring the key?
this bar in the city that had this contest where you sat down at the bar, they filled up a mug full of every liquor behind the bar. You had to down that, spin around on the stool 3 times, rush outside, pull the tooth of this pit bull, then run upstairs, fuck this hooker, run back downstairs, get on the stool, and spin 3 more times. So, you know, nobody had been able to beat it. It had been years. One guy at his birthday party said, you know, I got this shit. You know, did the shot, or the mug of shots, spun around, ran outside. There's a bunch of yipping, barking, screeching, runs back in, shirt torn, covered in blood, and says, now where's that hooker that needs her tooth pulled?
Whoa!
He said, whoa! It took a second.
Whoa!
Yes.
Holy shit.
Whoa!
Yes.
That got weird. Yo, we should kink shame the hell out of that guy. Bible discussion study meetings, look at us.
Damn it. My bad.
Was that a phone?
Yes, it was.
I thought so. No phones in class? Good
I
teachers.
I wish I could remember these ones I learned in jail. Like, and these motherfuckers in my cell had me rolling, dude. Like, in tears. Like,
Dude, oh my god. I had this dude who was telling me this fucking weird ass story about
I brought your key.
us. So this other dude who was sitting in a cell with him, he was telling him a story, and this is the story, straight up. This is the fucking story that he said that this dude was telling him.
fuck it's.
So
they're fucking
him and his girlfriend were trying out anal sex for the first time. So what he does is, so basically what he does is he's you know, they're just testing the waters, nothing too serious.
Right.
But she says that she has to go to the bathroom, and he was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. You can go after this." And then she's like, "No, I seriously have to go to the bathroom." And he's like, "Well, then just go." And so she just, instead of saying like, "Okay, well, hang on," and then getting up and going to the bathroom, she shits around his dick, and it falls out on top of him.
Where did you see this?
Some fucking dude. Fuck, what was his name? Shit. He was on my friends list a while ago. I can't remember his name though. It's been a while since we talked.
God, that guy was a waste of time.
Oh, you remember Lil M Fancy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, him.
The guy both of us
Crazy
hated.
bastard.
I don't know, we hated each other, I mean.
You might have to keep a hold of that key, homie.
Honestly, he hated you for no reason. Like, we told him that it wasn't you, and he just still was just being a cunt, so I have no regrets.
I don't like this game. How is this person carrying me? I'm twice her size.
No,
taking
you are not.
Oh, you got down. You got up. I'll heal you. I'm over here behind the house that you were
No,
just
she's
at.
still chasing me.
Oh, damn. I hate when people know how to use her because she is OP like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, she is.
Well, he doesn't know how to use her.
Just fucking ignoring everything. If it's a barrier, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yes. Walls, floor.
Fucking pallets.
Right.
Oh, I know floors all too well. God damn it. You're gonna trigger my PTSD. I've teleported into the basement so many fucking times.
I've seen it. Oh, what the... She's still chasing me, by the way, so... Do whatever.
I'm about to work on gens.
I'm just running around a rock. Oh, she got me. Oh, rip. Big good.
You got decisive? Use it.
I already used it.
Damn.
I used it the first time.
I'm gonna come and try and get you.
If you want.
I hear her coming.
I have your key, so... If you wanna
Fuck.
come over here and grab your key whenever, you don't
I'm
have
about to
save
come
it.
get you.
She's back at me.
She is?
Yeah, so the scream you can hear from anywhere on the map. She's only close when you hear her heartbeat, you know, the terror radius.
Well, I mean, the scream does have a distance, but,
It's, you can mostly tell when it is or isn't there. Oh, borrow
pretty
time.
much. Hey, Deceptor, have you ever seen the,
At me, borrow
Yo-
time.
Deceptor,
borrow
have
time.
you ever seen the, God damn it, what's his name? Cannibal? Have you ever seen the Cannibal Billy build?
No.
Yeah, the Cannabilly build is, it is the dumbest shit you'll ever hear. So, the entire point of the build is to use Cannibal like Hillbilly. In other words, you rev up your chainsaw and you use it as mobility across the map. So you use add-ons to make it, to where the chainsaw is at goes at max speed. So your chainsaw sprint, when you're in the frenzy, is fast. It's really fast. It's a really stupid. Yeah. You get perks that make you faster. Like you can get perks like Noed, that's one. You can also get a
Let's go, nigga.
perk. God, what that heck's called? I can't remember. Devour Hope. You can get Devour Hope and it'll make you faster.
Yeah. Come over here, I'll heal you.
It's insane.
You will, I make a lot of noise. So does the healer. You can go ahead. Oh. Wrong direction. Fuck myself. Oh well. Can't even get away.
This dude's over here still working on chains.
Good for him. Baltimore. Dude, it's the nurse. He probably has the nurse perk. Hey. Okay.
Should have ran off and let you hide.
Rest in peace, the key.
Sure, at least you tried.
I can wiggle off and have it close. I can wiggle off. Let's go.
Hey, Deceptor, do you remember what the Krebsen is?
The what?
The Krebsen? Do you remember what that is?
No.
Yeah. The big ass longsword for the what's his name? Berserker?
Oh, that was dumb.
Don't do it, dude. You just got me caught.
I guess what he's doing.
You fucker. Fuck your mother.
As long as he uses up that hook, he might be able. The other guy might be able to go off.
You asshole. I eat your shit. Fuck my mother. God damn it.
Probably a deer stalker. Maybe not. Nope, no deer stalker. That's cool.
He said I'm in a nest of Jews. They've already tried to poison you once. You've shifted shapes. One has taken the shape of a little old woman. You can barely see her horns. You guys seen Borat?
What the fuck did you just say? What the
You
fuck?
can barely see your horns, dude.
You guys have never seen the movie Borat?
No.
No?
I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
Jesus
I find
Christ,
that I
you're
have
missing a fucking,
like short-term memory.
like a fucking...
My friend here
Piece of
suffers
art,
from
bro.
short-term retard loss.
Shut up, Doug. You're funny.
Yeah, I think I'm a fucking comedian.
Like, one of the...
I can
At
certify
least one
am
of the funniest
a
movies
shotgun.
I've ever seen.
Deceptor, I am a shotgun.
Why are you a shotgun?
Because I'm from Destiny.
What?
I'm the comedian.
Listen to me.
Ah.
Listen. You got Netflix?
Yeah.
I used to.
Or like YouTube? Maybe you might have it. Look up Borat.
Alright.
Thank you, man. The funniest movie I've ever seen. It's about this immigrant from like Kazakhstan comes to America. And the shit that he does, bro, will have you fucking crying. That's what I was saying when the dude was putting me on the hook. He's like learning how to drive, taking a driving test, and he's trying to talk shit to somebody. He's like, hey, you asshole! I eat your shit! You fuck my mother! And like his whole country is like don't like Jews. And when they're going across America, they stop in at like a bed and breakfast. And he's inside the house, and this old lady's like showing him pictures, and she's describing how they're like Jews. And he's like, why do you have picture of Jew in your house? And she goes, because I'm Jewish. His face, bro, is priceless. Just the fear that goes into his face. And they're like showing him upstairs to his room and shit. He's all like looking around, acting all sketched out. And they're sitting there talking when they, go down, the people leave the room. And next thing they know is they're bringing them a sandwich. And he's like, no, thank you, I'm not hungry. And his homie's like really fat. So he's like, no, he will eat, he's fat. And even the fat guy's trying not to fucking eat the sandwich. And they keep pushing it on him, pushing on him. Like, come on, eat a half. Dude, like, you know, like, really hesitantly takes a bite out of it, and he's like, okay, what is this picture over here? And she starts to describe it. As she turns away, this nigga spits into a napkin. Fucking awesome. And then he's like, breaks out a video camera in the middle of the night. He has like a fistful of dollar bills and a fucking hatchet in his hand. He's like, I'm in the midst of Jews. They have already tried to poison me once. These ones are clever. They have shifted their shapes. One is taken the shape of a little old lady. I can barely see her horns. He cuts off the camera and like here's the toilet flush. He turns on the light. And there's like these 2 cockroaches on the floor. He's like, holy shit, they've shifted their shapes again. He starts throwing dollar bills on the ground. He's like, how much should I give them? Give it all. And they fucking just open up the door, like run down the stairs out to the street.
I have no idea what I just listened to, but okay.
Bro, you'll have to see it. It's, me describing it does not do it justice.
Do you know who the Misfits are?
The Muppets?
No, the Misfits.
Yes.
Just watch their first podcast.
God. Have you ever heard? Have you listened to the Poland story?
No, I know who they are, but I really have not delved into them at all.
That's fair.
You should listen to the Poland story. It's like an hour and a half, and it's fantastic.
You're talking about like the Misfits, where their emblem's like that skull face or whatever, kind of.
The Misfits podcast.
No, the Misfits. They're a bunch of YouTube fucks.
Just look up the Misfits, the Poland story, and you'll find it. It's a podcast.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a YouTube video.
Shit's funny.
Channel I just made.
Shit's fantastic.
Really
actually on
is.
my broadcast right now.
That's a fancy schmancy word. Broadcaster, whoa, bro.
Haven't quite decided if I'm gonna keep the videos yet, though. I do say a bunch of like profanity and racial slurs. I was like, when I was watching, I was like, damn, I didn't really even realize I was doing all that.
How many viewers do you got?
Okay, what was it called again? Misfits?
Misfits
Yeah, just
podcast.
look up Misfits podcast number 1.
Yes.
#1, in case you're wondering.
Right, and ready for clap? 3, 2, 1. Right, what? Perfect. Okay, easy. Best try. Here we go, first try. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, no, you have to listen to the full 1 hour and a half. Dude, that's just
Don't
great.
skip ahead, it'll kind of ruin it.
Is it gonna be worth my time?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I really want to get fucking urban invasion for these other characters. I really don't like this fucking Sweden bitch. Fucking Swedes. She kind of looks like a man. Not a whole lot. Especially with the fucking beanie on. Oh, that chick's a dude.
It's already fucking snowing again.
Incredible. Hey, Deceptor, did you see the State of the Union?
Yeah.
That was such a fucking shit show.
Dude. It was cancerous. It was more like a concert than a stadium.
That was such a dude. That entire thing was so fucking shit.
Why was everyone clapping every word he said? It was annoying as hell. Just let the man talk.
Yeah, but did you notice how the Democrats didn't fucking clap at all? They refused to clap. They clapped once during the entire thing, and that was when he said, "We now have a vagina on Congress," and then they clap.
Who said that?
It's like he said, "Now we have a woman on Congress," and then the Democrats clap. Other than that, even when he was like, "We're trying to stop illegal human trafficking and trying to stop women coming across the border to be used as rape slaves in America," and then the Democrats don't even clap. It's like, oh, stop illegal immigration, so we stop creating rape slaves in America? Fuck that. We have a vagina on Congress now. Fucking
Wow, we have more women here than
uproar.
ever, and they just start freaking out. They're like, yeah, we're so good at our jobs. Oh my god.
Most prostitutes are do it willingly. From what?
Sorry, what? Say it again.
Most prostitutes do it willingly. I mean, yes,
Oh,
there
yeah.
are sex slaves, but
Yeah, no,
those
but
are
women who
mainly
come.
in, like major cities and shit, Detroit.
Oh yeah, no. Every 1 in 3 women that come across the border illegally will be used like from the South will be used as
Sex slave.
will be sex trafficked, as in, just to put it in simple terms. So it is a problem.
Right, yeah. Because I know this chick that used to work on, or does work on Backpage. Backpage. I know this chick that works on Backpage. It's kind of like Craigslist used to be. I don't know if it's still active anymore.
And then there's a dude who made an app that's supposed to remove makeup and basically show you what a girl looks like without makeup. Obviously, to the best of an app's ability, like it can't just remove her makeup outright, but it's supposed to like give an accurate representation of her face without makeup. And yeah, people lost their shit saying that it was sexist and it was and all this other shit. It's like, so you don't support this app because it removes women's makeup, and you're saying that removing their makeup is sexist. Okay. The original purpose of the app wasn't to expose thoughts who are using makeup to make themselves look more pretty. The original use of the app was to try and seek out, like, on, like, Tinder and stuff, like, women who are being sex trafficked. It's supposed to be a way to help find women who are being sex trafficked, because sex traffickers always use makeup to cover up the bruises on a woman's face. So if you use the app, it can show you bruises that you wouldn't see because the makeup is there.
You think these motherfuckers would be smart enough to not hit the face or where it's visible?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm even smart enough to
Or
really
fucking
sex
really
trafficking,
stupid.
I mean, you know, you gotta force it, but still.
Exactly. Hit him with a fucking phone book.
Hit him with anything that's stronger than like a baseball bat, they'll like die.
The length of rubber hose.
I like how your first thing is like, not like anything stronger than this or anything stronger. No, you're just gonna go straight to a fucking baseball bat? Okay.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Baseball bat and higher, they die.
No shit.
Piece of rebarb wrapped in like medical tape,
Holy
so it's
fuck.
not like
Oh, no. That won't kill him. Obviously not. That would make no sense.
you don't hit him in the head or nothing. Just like kneecap him. Beat that bitch. I'm just fucking.
But yeah, so basically it was meant to stop women from getting drug trafficked.
Oh, are you serious?
And
Not to that, but The first
People
enemy
lost their
I
fucking
killed
shit
on
because
Mars just got
now
struck by
guys-
exotic boner.
now guys have the ability to basically see what a woman looks like without her makeup on, which means that all these people who hide behind their makeup and basically try to make themselves look more attractive through makeup, because it honestly does. Like, if you've ever seen a woman who has heavy makeup on, you know that it actually legitimately hides her face. Like, you can make jokes like, oh, well, superheroes, they wear those stupid, like, tiny ass little masks around their eyes. How's that supposed to protect their identity? Somebody can wear a little bit of eyeshadow, they can wear some eyeliner, they can wear some lipstick, they can wear some blush. Take all of that off and you wouldn't recognize them.
Small little
So
changes.
if a little bit of basically what you can sum down to paint can hide somebody's face, then you better know that something that covers around their eyes is going to hide their identity. Like, there was a stupid fucking article I was reading of this dude who divorced his wife after seeing her for the first time in 13 years without makeup.
Why? Was it that bad, or?
Apparently it was.
Or maybe it was just that he didn't know that she was without it.
No, I'm pretty sure he knew. Which means that she probably went to, like, bed in makeup, which is just fucking why.
That's pathetic.
Yeah.
You guys ever seen the Chappelle Show?
The what?
Chappelle.
Chappelle Show. Black comedian?
No.
No.
No, what the fuck? What are you guys doing?
Maybe, actually, hold up. I don't know.
I haven't.
There's this one like skit on it where there's this black dude that's blind, right? He's a Ku Klux Klansman. Okay? Just go to YouTube and look up Chappelle Show, Black Klansman. Please. Do this for me. It fucking priceless. I'm surprised you guys haven't heard of the fucking Chappelle Show. Like, pretty fucking popular when it was on. I call it inbred. Inbred. Oh! Oh no. What are we gonna do?
Oh, this challenge sucks. There we go.
What challenge?
Well, I'm trying to, in the game I'm playing, I'm trying to run around, get some ammo, because I'm trying to do this thing with a gun. It's called the hemoglobin. This thing sucks ass, and the game wants you to get 6,000 damage with it.
Gotcha. Have you ever heard of PlayerUnknown Battleground?
Yeah.
Okay, there was like a free version of it called H1Z1 on the PlayStation Store.
H1Z1 came out first.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
I used to play
H1Z1 came
it.
out a fucking
I
long
mean, it's a
ass time
fun
ago.
game, but I just not very good at it at all. And they had like challenges like that. Like, just shit that like seems like, you know how hard that is gonna be. You're asking me to fucking make water into wine here.
Yeah, yeah, honestly, the H1Z1 challenges, I never even really played H1Z1 for the, Battle Royale. I generally only played it for the part of it that...
Training or whatever.
Yeah, that training mode, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That shit's fun.
Yeah.
Fucking going up and camping in the window with some medium grade guns like the AR.
I played a little bit on the Battle Royale. Like, I had a couple people that I play with and I did alright. Got a couple kills, but most of the time I just ended up getting killed. And to me, it just seemed like a waste of time. Like, I'm running around getting all these guns, armor, and shit, and then I die.
Yeah, that's kind of why I don't really like Battle Royales, because it just doesn't really feel like any of my work pays off.
Right. Like Fortnite, I started playing Fortnite, and shit is just like a kid's version of H1Z1 or PlayerUnknown. Like,
Yeah, basically.
and they,
You can't argue though. Fortnite is the best game you'll never play.
yeah. Like, I tried playing, but I start to shoot a survivor like I'm about to kill him and shit. Dude starts throwing up
No.
walls.
I mean, you know, it yanks away all the 12-year-olds from all the other games.
Right.
It's true.
Like,
So rather than having to deal with them trying to do a raid in Destiny, you deal with them on Fortnite, a game we don't even play.
right.
Dude, there's some girl
Best
in
thing.
my class that was like complaining about how a 7-year-old called her an idiot on Fortnite. I was like, that's your problem? That's the problems you're having? Nothing to do with school. You're having problems with some girl telling you, or some guy over the internet telling you suck at Fortnite.
I kind of ran into a similar situation. Like, I was with friends, I thought of live, and I just murdered this kid. I found out later he's 5 years old. I feel kind of fucked up. I was murdering a 5-year-old.
Hey, his parents bought him the game.
Right. It was pretty funny though. He was AFK, so I have a thing on there where I dress up like a terrorist, sticky bomb my car and drive it into people. Yell Allah Akbar as I do it. Yeah. And he was AFK, so what I did is I parked the car right in front of him and just fucking got out of the car. And I sat there for a minute. He was like fucking AFK for like 5 minutes, so I sat there and beat the shit out of him until he came back. And when he came back, I just detonated it. And he was like, man, if you keep killing me, I'm gonna go to YouTube.
Damn, what a threat. It's credible.
Never done that before. It's kind of cool. Fucking hillbilly's got some skill. Fucking chicken.
Chainsaw like never works though.
Hardly ever actually.
Yeah, because like I've heard people say it takes no skill. It really doesn't, because it does have lock-on, but the lock-on is so bad in itself that it actually does take skill. It's like reverse engineered.
Reverse.
This thing is so bad you have
I
to
got you.
Sounds like fighting.
Swinging and a miss.
Oh, I did what I need to do.
I love it when people use their sniper rifles to focus on the lads. Instead of killing the boss, we have to kill the eventually. Oh, it's fun. The guided games of Raid. Wow, Seeker takes about 8 minutes. Something's definitely wrong here.
What? Grab this bitch. I wasn't gonna grab her, but...
Show me the story.
You already know you're done, buddy. She might get away. I know that. Joe ass. I can let him get away. I just want to get this challenge done.
I swear to God, if it's the fucking abomination, I will be thoroughly triggered. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this dude?
motherfucker is a ninja. Swear to God.
This actually broke this game. Okay.
Darkness.
Fucking Cluedettes?
That's what I'm dealing with right now.
So I'm hearing Negan's, the screaming of Claudette, and the pounding of flesh pounds.
It's me getting up inside her. Not fucking down here. What the fuck?
So, I gotta replace this phone with my current phone because my current phone is fucking terrible. It literally wouldn't receive calls. Now I just went to tell the algorithm why I don't like the 3 videos that are recommended, and it didn't let me choose for all 3 of them. Fantastic. Join the raid team, okay? See you later.
Still got brutal killer for it though. gonna sound like a kind of a noob question, but what does it mean by stackable?
Sorry, what?
Stackable? Like some add-ons or perks are stackable?
It means that they stack on, that the effects of the add-on or perk stack on top of the effects of another add-on or perk. So say you have something like, NOED, No One Escapes Death. If you have NOED, and you have, we'll just go with something like Devour Hope. So say if you're running Devour Hope and you have 3 stacks, it increases your speed. But if you also are running NOED and it's the end of the game and the exit gates are powered, the effects of NOED and the speed increase of NOED and the speed increase of Devour Hope will stack, combining together to make, per se, say it's 5% for, what is it? Devour Hope. It's 5% for Devour Hope and 4% for NOED. Well, now it's just going to be, now it's going to be 9%. Now your movement speed is increased for 9%. That's what it does. That was a really roundabout way of explaining it. Really stupid, but you know, whatever.
I get it. So, like, instead of, like, it can add to different add-ons or perks to increase a certain thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at the, what do they call it, open envelopes or red envelope? Like, does that mean if, like, because it says stacks, so, like, if multiple players use it, it just increases it that much more?
Wait, what perk are you talking about?
I'm talking about the offering red envelope for the,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it, what it'll do is it'll just create a new, lantern for every single thing that's added.
Gotcha.
So there's 2 normally, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember, I'd say there's 2 or 4. It might be 2. So there's 2 lantern spots on a game base, and then for every offering, it adds 1 more lantern.
Don't know if I should use I got 3 red envelopes, I was thinking about using them, but... I always forget that they're there. Unless it's right in the face. You know what else I've thought about? Legion's power doesn't exactly match up with his name.
I'm sorry, what?
Legion? His powers kind of like doesn't match with his name. Like, Legion of people, it means like a bunch of people, right?
Yeah.
I think his power should be like for a certain amount of time. His homies that ran in, if you've read his background story, his like group of people show up in the map and attack survivors for a short duration of time.
Yeah, no. His they've never reworked anybody's power. They're gonna have a Freddy rework sometime soon, but I highly doubt it's gonna change his power all too much. They're just gonna try and fix him because as of now he's shit. And then once Freddy is fixed, then Legion's the worst killer in the game.
Yeah, I try to get good with him. Like, I'm done alright.
Legion is absolute dog shit if you're not running perks, and if you're running perks, then he's fucking cancer.
My perks in like survivors using perks or
The killer. So unless you're, or not perks, but if you're running add-ons, do you know what cold dirt is?
what?
Cold dirt? Yeah. It's one of his add-ons. I want to say it decreases the,
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah. And then, Frank's mixtape, it also decreases the amount of hits a survivor needs through the frenzy. So normally, hitting a survivor with, frenzy will apply a frenzy effect, but they'll be at full health. Okay, well what Frank's mixtape does is it makes it to where you hit them once, it gives them frenzy, then you hit them again and it takes away half their frenzy stage. If you hit them a third time, it just auto downs them. So when a killer can ignore everything basically when a killer can be nurse but more annoying. So when a killer can ignore pallets and windows, but unlike nurse, it takes no skill, and all it is just holding W and M1ing as soon as you're relatively close to the survivor. It's not fun for the killer, it's not fun for the survivor, and overall it's just a bad experience. It's not a good strategy, it's just cancer. I've even been up against legions who have stupid fucking builds where the entire build's purpose only purposes around doing one thing. What they do is they hit you with frenzy, and they moonwalk. Do you know what moonwalking is?
Not with Legion. I moonwalk with Leatherface, like chainsaw and walk backwards.
Yeah. So basically, what they do is they hit somebody with the frenzy, and then they lose sight of them, and then they follow their scratch marks while moonwalking, and they moonwalk on their scratch marks to follow them, and follow the blood and all that. And they do that to follow the survivor until the survivor gets down by, till the survivor either gets downed by the effect, or the survivor gets down because Legion catches up and the survivor is about to go down anyways because they have to mend. So they start to mend, and then you just moonwalk straight into them, and then you turn around and hit them.
Yeah. But like, if you're inside the terror radius, then it doesn't work.
No, it does.
It won't bleed out.
No, no, it's not inside the terror radius, it's when you're in a chase. The reason you moonwalk is because then you're not looking at them. So you lose the chase, and then as long as you're not looking at them, the game doesn't consider you in a chase. So you're still chasing them, but you're not considered to be in a chase, so the frenzy, or the thing still ticks down. It's beyond. It just needs to be removed. Legion should never have been added into the game. I don't know.
So he's bad because people can abuse him, basically. Is what you're saying?
He's annoying for the game. He shouldn't be in the game because of how easy it is to abuse him. But he's not particularly good either. Like, he's not like Nurse, where a case can be made like, oh, it's overpowered, it's so strong, it needs to be nerfed. If you nerf Legion, he's gonna be worse than Freddy. Which you'd be surprised of how that's even possible. But yeah, Legion isn't strong. He's just fucking annoying.
Like, his lunge, like, his attack is fucking ridiculously small. Like, he doesn't jump forward at all. He just...
Yeah, lunge is also based on movement speed, and because he has 110% movement speed, his lunge is not good. But like somebody like the clown, his lunge is fucking insane because he has 150% movement speed.
At first, like, I sucked with the clown, but I've had a couple games where I've done alright.
I personally just don't like the clown, because the clown doesn't... The clown is a good killer, he just isn't particularly fun to play, since I don't really like the way he's played. Yeah, I don't have some of the killers, like, the only DLC killers I bought were Hannibal and, Michael. That's it. Other than that, I haven't played any of the other killers. I know for a fact that Spirit is on the higher end. Big is a medium killer. The Legion is bottom tier. Freddy obviously
used to be OP
is
like a motherfucker. Like
no.
When he first came out, his power, where when you put somebody in the dream realm, you could see him anywhere in the map, they'd glow red.
You can still do that, and that's never changed. She's always been shit, even on the PTB, where they have killers, like on their very first version where they have them and they're testing them. On the PTB, I will agree with you. He was strong. He was a medium strength killer, but people were complaining because people didn't know how to counter Freddy at the time. So all the people playing on the PTB who didn't know how Freddy works, they don't know how to counter him. What they did is they complained to the devs, and they were like, he needs to be nerfed. The devs nerfed him, and then when they transferred him into the game, everybody was like, okay, Freddy's shit. He's really easy to counter, and all you have to do is, in the time where he's putting you to sleep, run to a pallet, loot the pallet, drop the pallet, and then move on to the next pallet or window. When he hits you, then what you do is you run away from him, you either find a Jenny or you use self-care, you pop a skill check, and then you're out of the dream state. You have 6 more seconds of invincibility to make it to the next pallet or whatever. And then once you drop the pallet and he sits there to break it, you heal yourself for a second, spam whatever button you have for your skill check, it'll wake you up, you got another 6 seconds of invincibility. That's the problem with Freddy. It's not that he's a shit killer, it's just his ability.
Have you always been able to wake yourself up with a generator explosion?
Yeah, any kind of failed skill check will wake you up.
No shit.
That's why you think he's strong. Because, new players don't really know how to counter him. That's why I asked about the rank. Because, lower really, depends on the way that you look at it. Because you can say low rank, because rank 20 can be seen as, like, the lower end of the ranks. But low rank, in terms of Dead by Daylight games, rank 1, like 4.1. So when you get up into the higher ranks, like rank 20, new players that have never played Freddy before think he's broken and overpowered because they are trying to hit skill checks. They come up and they think he's broken because they're like, oh my god, he completely inhibits my movement to get gens done, to heal, and he can see me when I'm outside of his terror radius. He knows where I am. He's overpowered. He's not, because all you have to do is wake yourself up. So, I mean, it just depends, because, like, on the lower end, a player who's playing Nurse is going to think Nurse is the worst killer in the game, because they don't know how to use her. A killer playing at the high end of things, who knows how to use Nurse, and if they're a god Nurse, then they're gonna think Nurse is completely broken and overpowered, which she is. But the thing about that is that the Nurse is really hard to learn. Her skill curve is basically a 90 degree angle. Like, it's not even a curve, it's just kind of like, here's a wall, figure out how to scale it. But yeah, so we'll get used to it.
Really fucking crappy with that blinker.
Oh yeah, yeah, the thing about playing Nurse is that you have to be good at predicting survivors' movements, which is why nurses play at higher ranks, because higher ranks, well, it depends, because if you're a good nurse, you can either play at really high ranks, or you can play at really low ranks. You play at really high ranks, then you know that that survivors are always going to double back, because they always want to mind game the killer. If you're playing at a really low rank, you know the survivors are going to be retarded and they're just going to run forward. Forget that windows and pallets exist, and they're going to be like, I'm just running away from the killer, I don't want to die.
Right.
So it's basically just a skill gap. Anyway, I'm going to basically get off, wind down for the night, and just go watch some YouTube.
Alright, man.
I'll probably be on and be able to talk tomorrow. If if our third wheel is on, then probably won't. But you know. I'll talk to you the next time I do.
Yep.
Peace, man.
Yep.
Good luck.
Easy. Healed each other? How the fuck? I'm trying to med pack or something. That shit. There you are. Buddy? Not too bad. Map called over, guys.